I'm in me mom's car. Broom, broom. Get out me car.
Get out me car. Aw.
Aw.
Can you tell by my walk? Can you hear it in my talk? You're barely cool, barely cool, barely cool, barely cool. Can't you see in my eyes that you come as no surprise? You're barely cool, barely cool, barely cool. You're barely cool, you're barely, barely cool. You're barely cool, you're barely, barely cool. You're barely cool, you're barely, barely cool. You're barely cool, yeah.
That's a great bit. Welcome back to the Really Cool Podcast. We're in our mom's car. Nope, kidding. We're in Judah's wife's car.
Yeah, we're in my
Singular.
wife's car. We're in my wife's
me
car.
Can we get like a shot of Maddie saying
Get out me car. Probably
Put it
not.
in. F. Text her now.
No.
Tell her to make it
Nope.
at work.
Nope.
Aw. Anyways, welcome back. We're in the thing. So what we've got today is.
We're together again.
So let me tell you. Oh, it got tickles. Like set like a jolt
To where?
everywhere. No. So here's how our day went so far. We had a special idea that we were going to do for the podcast.
We'll probably do it later, but
we'll
we can.
do it again. We'll
we'll
find a
spoil
way
it.
to do it, but we won't spoil. I wasn't going to.
You weren't going to spoil it? Okay, don't
fine.
spoil it. Don't spoil it.
But it got farted on all over. It totally didn't happen.
Someone passed gas on our podcast idea.
Somebody totally fricked it up.
Freaking crop dusted us.
So we said, you know what? Ain't gonna work. Unfortunately, we can't do that. So we said, let's call an audible.
We sat down with a nice cup of coffee, and we said, well, we could try
did.
and make this work, but the potential of figuring it out for 2 hours and it not working. Or
We can call an audible.
yeah, and that's what we did.
And the audible that we called is
Hello? Audible?
Audible. Is that you?
It's me.
Rock my Audible headphones.
Grapes of
Grapes
Wrath.
of Wrath, baby. Let's go.
Shout out Weezer. I know you guys are listening.
You guys are listening. Weezer's always listening.
Tell them about the Audible. Tell them about the
So
Audible.
the audible was, let's go to a place where we've recorded before, Fairy Lake.
Beautiful place.
Friends of the podcast know Fairy Lake very well. It's near and dear to our hearts. And so here we are at Fairy Lake, but it's really cold and rainy outside.
Chilly, you guys.
So we didn't want to sit outside in like our usual spot in the old Greek auditorium there,
Yeah, the Colosseum.
the Colosseum.
Colosseum.
So we decided not to sit there this time because it's just too chilly.
It's snowing, actually.
It is actually snowing outside the car right now. You can probably see it in the back.
Sorry, getting
I know,
tired of
that
it.
pisses me off.
Getting tired of it.
It pisses me off because we had 18-degree weather like a couple of days ago.
And you know
so
how
anyways,
much? You know how much I experienced that 18-degree weather? 0%.
we were outside it all that day.
I was gone.
Oh yeah, you were in BC.
And you know how cold it was in BC?
Cold,
7.
dude.
8, also
that
snowing.
sucks. I went for a walk here in Fairy Lake. It was gorgeous.
The day we came back.
It was the best day of my life.
Day we came back. Red eye. Slept. Woke up. Went. We should go get a little treat. Snowing.
That sucks.
And
dude.
then the next day.
you missed all the good weather.
Didn't
You
see
literally
it.
left.
Didn't see a speck of it.
You left for the spring of deception.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. No, we went for a walk. We actually spent a ton of time walking that day because me and my wife, we like walks. We're
And the
walk
sun.
people.
The sun.
We're big walk people, and so we lost our ability to walk this winter
Ben and his wife
because it was cold.
they love cooking in big Chinese pans.
Yes.
Big wok people.
So we got a chance to walk again. So we walked it up. You know what I'm saying? And it was beautiful. And then the next day it was like -4. I was like, how does it happen? How's it happen?
Freezing.
Overnight it went to like -10, which is like that's like a 30-degree difference.
It's insane, dude.
It's pretty nutso. Anyways, you missed
But
it.
they're lying about global warming for sure.
Yeah, but what were we saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about what we were doing before you rudely interrupted me with your BC trip. We'll get into it.
Oh, dude,
Potentially.
I got stories.
Got stories. So we decided that we were going to come to Fairy Lake and be in the car because it's cold.
Yeah.
But then it's like, that's not enough. We need another element
Yeah.
to make this truly a Barely Cool
Yeah, 'cause
podcast episode.
We like to layer on layer. Comedy's all about layering off of what's been done before.
So we decided to come up with a totally unique idea that we've never done before, and we are going to eat food on this podcast as well.
Lift it up.
Econo.
No, don't. Yeah, perfect. Don't show that.
Yeah, we can't. We're not sponsored for that. We have a pizza. It's an Econo pizza. Is that how you pronounce it?
I think so.
From it's on Main Street. Is that shade?
I don't know. It certainly doesn't look like it.
It doesn't look like
Bless
it's
you,
a
by
chain.
the way.
So we went to Econo Pizza. We got a pizza. So we have a pizza. It's half pepperoni, half cheese. Because Judah is a vegetarian.
And Ben is a
Not.
meatitarian.
I like my meat. Anyways, so that's the element. That's it. That's the whole
That's what
podcast.
we're
We've never
doing.
done this before. We've never sat in a car and eaten food.
Well, we've certainly never sat in a car and eaten pizza.
That's true. It was Chipotle last time.
Yeah, it's different.
So it is unique.
It's different, you guys.
It is unique. We still have unique ideas in season 4.
Guys, season 4.
We haven't run out of ideas.
We haven't even nailed down what season 4 is yet. Maybe this is what season 4 is. Maybe every week, me and my good best buddy
We're
Ben,
just gonna mukbang.
we're just gonna eat Econo pizza specifically in the back of my wife's car.
Yeah, Econo or muk. This isn't really a mukbang. It's not enough food to be a mukbang.
No.
Unfortunate. All right, well,
I'm gonna open it up.
open up the pizza. Show the viewers. That's from the Coke can.
Left quite an indent for some reason. Like, just 'cause it's cold.
Guess so.
Here we go.
Oh, show the viewers. Ah,
How's it look?
pizza.
How's it look?
It looks aggressively medium.
It does actually. Looks.
I have. Oh no, we have the same amount of slices. I was confused for
Oh,
a minute
frick,
there.
wait,
I
give me a
counted
second.
wrong.
Because now the pepperoni's on your side.
Smart. And so is this little plate.
For your Coke. For your Coca-Cola.
I was gonna put my Coca-Cola down here.
Dude, you know what I love? The pizza's slipping!
I just don't want to get any grease on my jeans.
No, I get it. You know what I love?
What do you
I love when children, pronounce things in like unique ways because they're stupid.
Because they're idiot, dumb infant
Because they're
kids.
dumb and they don't know how things are supposed to be. There's like a kid of like a family friend. I won't name any details, but they, sometimes you see them and hanging out. And I remember one of them came up to me and went, Judah, guess what? And I was like, what? Yesterday I was at a birthday party and I had a Coca-Cola.
That's good.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. I'm enjoying this Coca-Cola.
Have a little sip. Good?
Yeah.
Good stuff?
It's funny how Coca-Cola, depending on the time of day that you're drinking it, and your relative hunger in that moment, tastes different.
Why is this slice so small?
Because they saw you and they said,
That guy can't eat a full slice.
this guy needs, we got to give the other guy, the big massive guy, me, I'm the big massive guy in this story.
Here we go. I haven't had this pizza in a hot minute. It's very tomatoey.
Yep.
But I don't hate it.
It's not bad. What just occurred to me though?
What?
We ain't got no nappies.
No nappies and no dippy sauces. Which I don't normally mind. I don't really do a lot of dipping sauces. But, dude, we're about to fog up the inside of this car.
Oh yeah.
We're 8 minutes in and we're looking like the scene in the Titanic.
My side's okay. Maybe you just got a lot of hot air coming out of you.
We got hot breath.
I was insinuating that you're dumb.
No. And I ignored it because it was hurtful. You miss me? You miss me while I was gone? You didn't even know I was gone. Acting like you didn't go outside when it was nice weather. I was across the country. The other end.
I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't even notice.
No, that's fair.
That's mean.
I get it.
I did. I noticed you were gone. I checked your location every now and then to see where's this guy at.
I get it.
I just wanted to see you. What's he doing in BC right now? So I check your location.
Went to the aquarium.
The aquarium, like capital T aquarium, like the one that everyone wants to go to is in BC.
The Vancouver Aquarium. I told this on the podcast, I think. They're very explicit there.
Explicit?
They had seals. They had a seal. Yeah, I did talk about this on the podcast, but I'll tell you real
In
quick.
captivity?
Well, they rescued it. It was a little write-up. It said, here is
What was its name?
Senor Cinco, the sea lion. We rescued him because he's blind because he was shot in the face. And then, next placard, here's Jessica Seal. Great name. We rescued her. She's blind because she was shot in the face. And there's x-rays.
By a gun?
Yeah.
Not like a harpoon?
No.
A gun.
Jessica Seal was shot with birdshot, so she's got little pellets from a shotgun in her face. And then
In what context was she shot?
I don't
Does it
know.
Explain it?
No.
Are they hunting them?
I doubt it. It's probably just
Idiots shooting
Yeah.
seal for fun?
probably.
That's
Isn't that awful?
people do that?
People are awful people.
I don't understand how some people live.
They're evil.
The lives that they
Evil
live.
people. Yeah, I mean, you can go listen to that previous episode. I go into detail. I did save some stories for this podcast with my good friend Ben.
That's me, I'm Ben.
I'll tell you this one because I think this one is right up your alley.
Let's try it on for size.
Maddie and I went, you know what? What's a fun thing we can do? And I said, you know what I kind of want to do? I kind of want to go to a hockey game.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, oh, yeah, like Canucks tickets aren't super expensive. And I went, actually, I kind of want to go to an AHL game. Go check out.
Still Canucks, though.
Still the Canucks, which
Abbotsford, baby.
pisses me off, but that's fine. Went to go see an Abbotsford Canucks game against the Calgary Wranglers. And because I was like, it's way cheaper. It's going to be way more chill. Going to like a Vancouver Canucks game, we got to drive into the city because we weren't staying in the city. Got to flip and figure out parking and
It would be a lot harder to get into. Where do they play? Rogers Place? Is that what it's called?
Rogers Arena. Yeah.
Rogers Place is Edmonton, I think.
It's all Rogers. We got the Rogers Center, Rogers Arena. Who freaking cares, man?
They make lots of money.
So we
Thank God for Scotiabank owning the Leafs.
amen. I'm gonna have another bite before I continue. So we
You
were
know
gonna
who,
go.
You know who actually owns the Leafs, though? Rogers.
True.
Anyways, continue. So you went to the Abbotsford Canucks game. Yeah, you texted me about it. Because we exchanged a funny little bit.
It was good. Very funny.
Well, I searched up.
The score.
Well, I kept. Oh, I was looking at my phone. I was going to read the text. Pull the text out.
Oh yeah. Well, first, okay. So we looked at it online. We saw prices were like starting at like $30 some odd.
The AHL games are pretty good.
Yeah.
Even better for price is an OHL game. You get in there
Oh, I
pretty
bet.
cheap.
I bet.
Like $28 and you generally sit anywhere.
Yeah. So we show up to the ticket booth, and I walk up and I'm like, hey, 2 tickets, please. And he pulls out a seating chart. And I'm like I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, it's a price range, obviously, of course. And I'm like, okay, so please.
Sorry.
You okay?
Oh, yeah.
Get it out.
Just a little burp.
It's a little burp. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. It's out. It's out.
So I looked, and I went, well, I don't want to get the cheapest tickets. I'll get the second cheapest tickets because they were like $5
Nice, 'cause
more.
You're not Dutch.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't want to be like my Dutch ancestors.
So I point at the
I'll
section.
get the second cheapest tickets.
I'm like, I'm going to get off of this section, maroon section. And he hits me with, oh, do you want closer or further? And I'm like, well, the whole section's the same, so closer.
Yeah.
Because why would I not want that? And he goes, oh, okay, cool.
The whole
And
section's the same price?
for that section, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Then put me right at the front then.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
so, like there was like a, it's split, like it's like the back half of the stands or whatever. But I'm like, so why would I sit at the?
Yeah.
Like, give me the first row in this section.
Yep.
Anyway, so then I get our tickets, whatever. It's like section 104,
Ooh, that's nice. That sounds good.
row
Sounds like good seating.
row 16.
Ooh, that's good seating right
It's
there.
not bad.
Row 16, I'm a firm believer that you got to be like at least at row 7 at a hockey game. Otherwise, you don't get it. No matter where you are on the ice,
You're too
not
close.
getting like a full
Yeah.
view of the ice.
So we start walking in. Pretty busy.
Yeah. There's like season ticket holders
Yeah,
for
dude.
these things, and they are like people go hard for these AHL teams.
Everyone's wearing the
and
jersey.
OHL teams.
Everyone's
Yeah.
wearing the jersey.
Yeah, they like their hockey out there.
And I mean, I love it. I actually wanted an Abbotsford Canucks jersey for Christmas last year, and so I was like,
That's
I
awesome.
might buy it. But anyway, we start walking towards our section. as I'm looking, I'm kind of like looking at the tickets, looking at the section, fully empty section, minus a family of 3. And as I'm looking, I'm like, this guy sat us directly next to this family of 3. Like I'm looking like that's row 16, which I get it. Like if they bought tickets and they're like, oh, closest.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, okay. So we walk up and I'm like looking and I'm like, well, we're not gonna sit directly next to this family.
Yeah.
But I've never been to one of these games before. I don't know how
You don't
full.
know how packed it's gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna sit. I doubt it's gonna be that full. It's an AHL game.
What day was it?
Sunday?
Okay.
Sunday?
All right.
Um,
That's a coin flip.
Yeah.
You never know with Sundays.
And
It's
so
not like it's a Saturday night.
I just sit one seat, like away from them.
Okay.
Left one open seat. I'm like,
Yep.
that's reasonable.
You can shift if it gets crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. If it gets busy, perfect. No big deal.
Oh, you're in our seats. Oh, sorry. You know what? We just.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I don't. If it gets busy, I don't mind at all.
Yeah.
Starts filling up, but again, pretty light. Game's about to start. I would say, there's maybe like 2 empty rows behind us. Behind that, there's a couple people. Legitimately, the 4 rows in front of us completely empty. Then it starts filling up.
Right.
And I'm not really paying attention. I'm on my phone. And all of a sudden, I peripherally, 2 people,
Oh yeah. Here we go.
middle-aged people, and they hit us with I think you're just 1 seat over there.
Oh.
And I'm kind of like, oh, yeah. So then I move one over. Maddie moves one over.
Yeah.
This guy sits right down next to Maddie. I'm now sitting directly next to this family of 3. And he's sitting next to his wife. And wouldn't you know it, no one else showed up. 4 empty rows. We look like we're a full family. The
That's
7 of us.
Crazy.
Dude.
Who's like purchased the guy at the booth is just like, let's stick them all together.
Well, and not only that, it's very obvious that this is not going to fill up to capacity.
Right.
It might get a little busy,
Right.
but we could probably
Right.
you could probably use some social cues and just go, "Oh, I get it. I'll sit 1 seat over."
Yeah, and then we'll all shift if we need to.
So then like he's not a big guy, but like it's stadium seats. They're not
Yep.
super roomy.
Nope.
So Maddie's like directly shoulder to shoulder with this guy. Apparently he had really bad breath. And he's talking the entire time to his wife, who does not seem to care about the game. So he's like, he's talking.
I hate people who come to things so that they're like background noise. That just
Well,
pisses
no,
me
he's
the
talking
hell off.
about the game.
Oh, okay.
It's just she doesn't care.
Oh, okay.
So
she's just there for him.
She's dead quiet, and he's just like, "Come on, guys, you got to get that. What are we doing?" And she's just sitting there. And then Maddie's just like, and like every now and again, she's kind of looking over at me like, and I'm like, so then I'm texting her because I'm like, I'm not, and I'm like, we'll go.
Or just move.
Yeah, we're gonna move.
Yeah.
But I'm like, we'll go. I don't want to go right now
Yeah, no, you can't go like right at the beginning because
No.
people show up late.
because people show up late.
Yeah.
And I said, we're gonna play it real safe. We're gonna go when there's 8 minutes left in the first.
Nice. That's a good
So-
amount of time.
It's
If you're 12 minutes late for the game, what's
that's
the
what
point
I
of even come?
that's what I mean. And it's also not so close to the intermission that it's with the rush.
Yeah.
But
Good call.
then, because I'm me, right? Like I'm an insane person.
Yeah.
So then we're getting close to 8 minutes, and I go, "Hey, you want to go grab like a couple drinks or something?" And she goes, "What? Why?" And I'm like,
Oh, it's like play along.
"Are you kidding me?" And I'm like,
It's so that we don't just like get up and move inconspicuously. 'Cause
"Yes,
That's weird.
Because that's
'Cause
weird.
that's like, oh, do I smell?
It
like,
draws
that's what I
atten-
would be thinking.
It draws unfair attention to
but
it.
if you just come back and sit at another seat, it's like it's a little less weird. It's like, oh, they just made a decision.
Yeah.
To take advantage of the open seat.
So then,
Like I would do that. If
Yeah.
somebody left and then came back and sat in another seat, I would do that. Getting up though and just to change seats, that feels weird.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So then,
Like if you had said that to me, I would have just been like, oh yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then, so then
What
she's
if
like,
last year, look.
she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "No, let's go." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And we grab our stuff and we get out to like the hall, and she's like, "Why'd you do that?" And I'm like, "Because
we can change seats now.
So then we ended up hitting the bathroom, whatever, and then we were going back in before the intermission, and she's like, I'm like, I'm committed because I'm like, well, if we're gonna move, we're gonna move. So she's like, okay, like we'll just go sit like 3 rows up, and I'm like, no, like
Closer.
let's go close.
Oh, yeah.
No one's here. We can go like, I think we were in like row 7, and it was perfect. And so she was like, why? And I'm like, well, 2 things. First off, we might as well. We're moving anyway.
Why not?
Why not get
Why
the
are you
better
moving up?
seats? And second, yeah, why would I we're gonna sit 2 rows in front of this guy, directly in front of him, so it's just like super apparent that we didn't want to sit next to him. Whereas at least this, it's very obvious, like, oh, they just wanted better seats.
I don't smell.
And it took convincing. Like, she was like, really? And I actually wanted to move like middle ice because we were kind of behind. So and I was like, I want to go middle ice, and she was like, no. And I was like, okay, meet you in the middle, whatever. But I was like,
The best spot is middle ice, like 7 or 8
yeah,
rows up.
and there was openings, but she didn't. And I was like, fine, whatever. And we just moved, and it was fine. But great game. But the whole like, oh, I think you're actually 1 seat over, and I'm like, yeah, man,
No. Well, come on,
of
man.
course I am.
Take the hint. Look around you.
There's no
nobody
one here.
I understand if there's people here. There's nobody here. Just sit 1 over. Stop being a weirdo.
To anyone watching, it legitimately would have looked like we were a family of 7 because there was no one else around.
That sucks. Well, at least you guys found your new seats, right?
Oh yeah, and it was a
Good
very.
game of hockey.
It was pretty boring.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you were texting me so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like texting you. I can't remember. I just kept looking stuff up.
Yeah.
Their roster and stuff.
Yeah, I made a joke like, "Hey man, if you turn on the Abbotsford Canucks game, which I know you want to watch, you might see us." Ben says, "Oh dang, I almost forgot they were playing tonight. Got to get my jersey out." Then I said, "Yeah man, hopefully you can check it out on local Abbotsford cable." He said,
yeah, and I did like that whole cable bit.
"You don't know what I had to go through with the cable company to get Sports Nucleus Abbotsford on my
I
plan."
just thought, what's the most obscure name for a sports?
It's really funny.
Like a local sports thing.
Then I texted you
Nucleus.
because they scored like right
I cracked
around
myself
that.
up.
And I said, well, I hope it was worth it to see that incredible goal. For the record, it was not that incredible. The Abbotsford Canucks had a power play. There was a skirmish in front of the net, and they got it in. And that was
garbage
kinda it.
goal.
Yeah, it was fine. And then Ben texts, like 2 minutes later, pretty quick,
I was barbecuing.
just goes, Linus Karlsson has been having an incredible season.
I don't know who Linus Karlsson
No, but he
is.
was the one who scored.
Yeah, man, I literally just searched up like Abbotsford Canucks game, and it popped up, and I like went to the
Yeah,
scoring
yeah,
section,
yeah.
and it was like goal Linus
Yeah.
Karlsson. I'm like, oh yeah.
Apparently
That
his
guy's
name,
great.
by the way, is not, they were, the whole time, the announcer was pronouncing it Linus.
It is Linus.
Linus Karlsson.
Oh yeah, that honestly that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because there's a player in the NHL named
Yeah.
Linus Allmark.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Then I said, he's on fire. Are you wearing your home jersey or the away for this game? And that was it for
That
you.
was that was
You
it
never
for the
texted
bit.
back.
No, I think I forgot. I was barbecuing. The food must have been done.
Oh, because it was so nice here.
My parents got a new barbecue.
Yeah.
So I've been using it.
What were you barbecuing?
Burgers.
Kind.
Burgers. I think they were prime rib, maybe Angus.
Oh. Costco? What we talking?
No, I get them from No Frills, the PC ones.
Oh.
I like the PC burgers. They're really
Interesting.
good.
You don't
Yeah.
like the Kirkland ones?
Well, I think the Kirkland ones are fine. I always pick up burgers on sale at No Frills.
You know, I'm really freaking torn right now.
I
By
have
the
a
way,
ton of meat in my freezer right now. We got like a cube freezer, like a.
Oh, you got the chest freezer?
Yeah, did I tell you about that? Yeah, we bought one and we put it in the laundry room.
Yep.
Um,
So you can store all your stuff.
yeah, because our freezer's so dang small and like we like buying things in bulk when they're on sale, but we can't do it. We couldn't do it because we didn't have a large enough freezer. This is a game changer. I've got like 3 like packages of like kebabs that I'm not planning on making till like June.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they
yeah,
were on
but they're
sale
there.
at No Frills, and
Yeah.
I was like, I'm getting 3 of these or whatever,
Yeah.
2 or how many I got, and I just stuck them in the freezer.
Why not?
I'll bust those bad boys out. I got like I think 16 like chicken legs that I'm like I'm gonna marinate
Yeah.
these and make them in like May when it's
Yeah.
nice out on the barbecue. But
Hey, it's smart.
they're sitting there. I'll use them eventually.
Yeah.
And then I like to get the Costco chicken. Costco's got good chicken.
Cheap.
I'm a huge fan of Costco's chicken.
I've been very torn recently. Speaking of groceries, because you know me, and I hate
You're a Galen Weston hater?
him, hate the whole family even.
Yeah, he's a Weston hater.
But now we're in a predicament because
What happened to your precious Vince's?
well, Vince's is fine.
Okay.
I love Vince's,
Okay.
but so I'm trying to participate in the trade war.
I like Trade Wars.
I love it.
Well, Loblaws has got that handy dandy little tea, and that I'll tell you, clutch.
Well, it's also it's not even just that. It's like, okay, so there's certain products that like there's not really a good Canadian version, like a Canadian company, but like at Loblaws and stuff, they have like PC and No Name.
Yep.
And those are owned by a Canadian company.
Yep.
So like for example, I'm a big Diet Coke guy, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to be buying Diet Coke now because that's not Canadian. And so I Googled like Canadian soda companies, and like there's not really.
Nope, not really.
Like there's a couple, but none of them are
but
great.
soda is like basically a monopoly. Like Pepsi and Coke own everybody.
I know.
Yeah.
So the only real option I can get is like
PC.
the value brands.
Yeah.
So I got to start going to Loblaws again.
Listen, man. Yeah. The whole Loblaws company, including No Frills, they've come out with the Canadian. I'm sure everyone knows they got Canadian flags on the price tags if they're a Canadian item, and they've got a little T if it's affected by the tariffs. And God, has it been helpful?
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm looking for like obscure things like peanut butter.
Yeah.
And there's like 9 different peanut butter things, to see that it's like whatever's from Canada. Perfect. That's the peanut butter I want, or jam or whatever.
Here's my beef with Loblaws still though. Is
No Frill prices aren't too bad.
they're not awful, but their produce is awful.
Oh, produce is terrible.
And
Yeah.
we went to Zayre's.
Actually, you know what? The No Frills on Leslie.
Yeah.
I have found
not that bad.
certain things, like their broccoli is okay.
Okay.
I've found their zucchini is not really anything to write home about. But I mean, I don't know if it's really like zucchini time, anyways.
I know. That's the thing.
So you can't expect zucchini to be good. You know what they do have good of though? Green grapes. Some of the best green grapes I've found in a long time are at No Frills.
Interesting.
I'm a big I need a green. The same with Anissa. We need a grape to be like super hard.
Yeah, I agree. Should be.
If it's even a little bit soft, we don't want it.
It's got snap.
So I'll walk over and and touch all the grapes.
Yeah, you're pinching everybody's grapes.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Through the bag.
Okay.
Oh, look at this kid.
I won't.
Oh, he hasn't put his leash on yet.
Come back, Jeremy. Jeremy,
Jeremy.
where's your leash?
Branthony.
I was at Zayre's with my family, and they had all these signs that basically, I can't remember what the exact phrasing, but it was like
Zayre's?
Yeah, which is also owned by Loblaws.
Yeah, but like nobody goes to Zayre's. Zayre's is weird.
It's in Bradford.
I know. That's my point.
Anyway, they have all these signs talking about like if their produce isn't good, it's free. And I was like, oh dang, that's kind of it's kind of a response to I guess
what is good?
I don't know.
They didn't define it.
I don't know. So then I am there with my mom, and I see a carton of strawberries, where like 3 of them, right up top, moldy.
Yikes.
So, but the other ones look okay.
Okay.
And so I'm like, get these. And my mom was like, no, they're American. And I'm like, yeah, but they're going to be free.
Yeah.
Because of their whole thing.
Yeah.
And so she takes them up to the self-checkout, and then she's like, oh, wait, that doesn't make sense. Like, how am I going to?
Yeah.
So she goes in the line, and then the lady's like, oh, no, you got to go to the customer service. I'm like, okay, yeah, it makes sense. They're not going to make it super easy. And then she gets up there, and they go, oh, no, it's not like we just give them to you. It's like if you buy them and then you take them home and they're not good, we'll refund you.
Okay, but like,
so,
I'm gonna buy these and then bring them back right after.
So then I'm like, my mom's like, oh, okay, well then I don't want them, and she just like left them, and I'm like, no, like mom, just buy them, walk out the door,
and then immediately
and
come
be like,
back.
oh look at
There's
these, I saw these
mold.
on the way to my car.
Yeah.
And
what?
I know, dude.
That's so stupid.
So then it's like, okay, I'm gonna buy them, and then I'm gonna come. Oh look, I got them home. They're not good.
They're moldy.
I just bought these.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. And so the lady was like, my mom didn't press because my mom's not that person.
No.
Whereas, and I try not to be, but when you have giant signs all over your store that says if our produce isn't good, it's free or whatever, and then you're gonna like make me do some rigmarole, I'll be like, okay, let me buy these.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! I went home really quick.
Ah.
You want to see me go home again?
If I could be really intense, just like however much it is, like $5, slap like a 5 down on the table at the customer service. Here, I'll buy them from you right now.
Yeah.
And then just take the 5.
Yeah.
Okay, see you later.
Well, and I was saying to her, I was like, I get it. It's probably like an inventory thing.
Yeah.
They have to scan it through like the system, but still, I'm like,
scan it and void it at the thing.
yeah, we'll do it right now.
Yeah.
And Mom was like, no, it's fine. I don't want. And I'm like, Mom, what are you doing?
If only your dad was there, I feel like your dad would have fought hard on that.
No, he didn't care at all.
Oh, really? He was there. He didn't even give a rip.
He was just ready to go.
Seems like they kind of. Oh, that's fair.
He didn't care at all. See, that's the thing with
Why
my
are there
dad.
kids running near the cars?
I'm gonna start honking.
Meep, meep.
Jeremy, where's your leash? Yeah, I think his thing was just like, if it was something he wanted, then yeah. But he was just like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's fair. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
That's
we
fair.
stopped in. We went
Yeah,
out.
that's lame. Why would you like advertise that and not mention? Hey, it's only if you go home though.
Yeah, and I'm like, what does that mean? What are you talking about? And I get it. Where it's like, oh, you bought your groceries, and you got home, and like you're trying to, oh, that sucks. You can come in and get a refund. But I'm like, but now I'm like, are they gonna take the groceries back? Because like some of the strawberries were so good, and I would want those.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't want to just refund them. That's everywhere. We'll do that.
Yeah. That's
So it's it's not like, are they free or aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because
I think it literally said fresh or it's free.
yeah, so that's like what? That's so stupid.
I know. And I was like,
That's not free though. You're not getting anything for free. You're getting a refund. You're
Yeah.
not buying it.
so that's my thing. Is I'm like, free means I
we have not exchanged anything.
didn't have to pay.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is you
We're
pay.
gonna do you the favor of not buying these.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like,
Oh, our produce isn't free? Or sorry, our produce isn't fresh? It's free though, because you don't have to buy it now. Like what?
oh, okay.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's really stupid.
So that really pissed me off.
Yeah, that would
But-
piss me off too.
Yeah, so now I'm torn because I'm like, well, I hate Loblaws, can't stand them, but they're unfortunately they're benefiting from this whole tariff trade war thing.
Yep.
Still better to buy local, for surezies. We were talking about that too because I saw in the States it's real bad, dude. Like egg prices and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I saw someone post a picture. I think it was in the States. It was and it's a specialty item, so I get it, but still eggs.
Mhm.
Carton of like just a thin carton of egg whites.
Mhm.
I think it was like a liter.
Mhm.
$15.
That's great. That's insane.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
It might have even been here, but I've heard it's half because of like the tariff thing, and then half because of I guess there's avian flu going around, so a bunch of chickies are dying.
Yeah. I'm really hoping that like it gets bad. I mean, sorry states, but I'm hoping it gets bad enough in there that like enough people get pissed that Trump's like they don't like me anymore.
Yeah.
Like his own people.
Yeah. Did you see that? I think it was last night or the night before. He tweeted out something. I think it was. I don't know if it was a tweet or Truth Social or whatever. But it
Who
was
can tell anymore.
same thing. Political commentary, you guys. He was complaining about a presidential portrait of himself, where he just said it's ugly, and he was like, he basically like making it out like it's a smear campaign on behalf of like the painter. And they're like, they painted Barack Obama and it looked incredible, but now they paint me, and maybe they just have gotten like he was basically whining that he thought it didn't look like him. I'm gonna show you the painting.
Don't you get creative control over that?
I think it was like I don't think it was like in the White House. I think it's like
okay.
it's in like a state.
Okay, but like who cares? Whatever.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find it.
What a moron.
Yes, I accept. Trump draws ridicule after throwing fit over Colorado Capitol portrait. Let's see if I can find it. Give me. I want to read his True Social post. Come on.
Let me do it.
Nobody likes a bad picture or painting of themselves, but the one in Colorado, in the state capitol, put up by the governor, along with all other presidents, was purposefully distorted to a level that even I perhaps have never seen before.
Even I perhaps have never
He said he would
seen
much
before.
prefer not having a picture than having this one.
What a weirdo, man.
And
Shut up.
Just show me the picture.
I hope, like, I feel bad for you folks over there in the U.S., but I'm sorry to say this, but I hope your country goes into the flipping ground, so that all you, like, morons who think Trump is, like, smart and finally standing up for Americans will go, man, those nonpartisan economists were right.
Well, and you know what's
It is bad to have tariffs.
You know what's crazy is the painting, I guess, was revealed in 2019, and he just started complaining about it like last night. And here's the painting, by the way. Is that not
Yeah, that looks just like him.
identical to
That is Donald Trump right there. Maybe a little like painty, but it's still Donald Trump.
It's not like they like made one eye.
Yeah. They intentionally
Higher,
made him
yeah.
look really bad. That'd be so funny. Imagine that's like your quiet. You're like a painter for like some random state, and you're like, it's subtle.
Yeah.
But you're just like, you make him look kind of dumb.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what he thinks is happening because he literally said like
That's hilarious.
the one they painted.
I hope that's what's happening.
I hope so too because it's really funny.
I would have a ton
He
of
said
Oh, we got a police officer here. Not again, man.
Hello.
What are you guys doing?
Just recording a little podcast, eating some pizza.
Are you?
Yeah.
What kind of podcast are you recording?
Just one that we do. It's just the two of us hanging out.
What do you talk about?
Just our lives. We've been doing it for
6 years now.
Yeah.
6 years?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Where can you listen to said podcast?
Every Spotify, Apple Music. It's called Barely Cool. I'm wearing the hoodie.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything wrong. I just saw the seats folded. It was all fogged up.
Oh yeah, no. We're
No.
not doing anything
No, none of
anything
that.
unsavory in here. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Car is registered to
My wife.
your wife. What's her name? Checks out.
Absolutely.
All right, boys,
Sweet.
enjoy.
Thanks,
Thank you. He thought we were boinking.
He thought we were banging.
He thought we were having sex.
You know what I almost did? He seemed like a cool guy because he was wearing jeans. He's one of those like street ones.
What were you gonna say? Your comment on his jeans?
No, I was saying because I said we weren't doing anything unsavory
Yeah.
in here, and I was gonna say we are doing something savory in here, and then say we're eating pizza. But I went, you know what? He has a gun. So I thought maybe not.
He does have a gun.
Yeah, he's got a gun and a taser. In case
True.
you didn't notice.
One for each of us.
Oh man, is he gone? Oh, he's still there.
No, he's still there.
That is the second time that's happened
Yep.
while recording in a car
Yeah.
at Fairy Lake. But except last time, guys,
Last time we had
it
no
was
cameras.
it was audio only.
and we
yeah.
had windows rolled down. We were sitting in the front.
Yeah.
It did not. There was no way it could have seemed like anything.
Yep.
This I kind of get.
No, I get that.
The front seats are folded.
Everything's a little steamed up. He probably thought we were having sex.
Yeah.
But
Nope.
I mean,
Just two friends eating pizza on a Monday afternoon.
which is so much worse. That he comes up, goes, here's two kids getting it on.
Yeah.
No, sir, we just have a pizza here. We're doing some.
We're two men
some insane thing
closer to
that,
30
like,
than 20.
that 4 people watch. And we're wasting our time. We're not at work. We're not doing anything productive with our lives.
I'm in my wife's car that he's already ran the plates of.
No, he's already ran the registration to check.
He thinks we're like two teenagers who stole a car and are having sex in it on a Monday.
I love that. I love that he's like cars registered too. Like what? Like this isn't our car?
Yeah, we stole someone's car to eat pizza in the back of officer.
That's crazy.
He checked it. Yeah, that checks out. I had to say my wife's full name.
You did.
Yeah. Well,
We're not doing anything unsavory in here. Should I not have said that?
it's pretty funny. I'm glad you didn't say, but we are doing something savory.
It popped into my head, and I went, you know what? He's a
You
cop.
think he's back there, like, looking up our... He asked, like, where he could check it out. He's back there
100%
searching
he
it up.
is. He's looking for photos of us.
Yeah.
Let's check these guys out. It's crazy that has happened 2 times.
Yeah.
Except here's the thing, and I appreciate
I know exactly where you're going with this.
Officer Joe there. I appreciate Officer because Officer Joe was straight to the point. Officer Joe thought we were breaking the law, which it is his job to make sure that no one's breaking the law. And to be fair, it appears
It looks
from
weird.
an outside look
Looks weird.
that somebody's doing something in a park where there are children. So I get that. And he didn't come up and beat around the bush. He came up and was just like, "What are you guys doing?" Because the fogged up windows, it just looks a little weird. And then he asked us a couple of cop questions. Everything checked out. He said, "Oh, you fellas have a good day."
Yeah.
And he took interest in our podcast. That's a bonus. As opposed to Officer just stretching my legs in the last podcast, who was not straightforward. He made it sound like he was just kind of meandering over to have a little stretch out of his car.
Pulled his car up
And it's
directly facing us.
His car is blocking us in. Nope, just stretching my legs here. One of them, and then just doing the little peek in while
Yeah.
looking for drugs or something. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So honestly, if you're watching this, officer, I didn't get your name.
I hope.
I respect that.
Yeah.
You just did your job.
Yeah.
And but yeah, as opposed to your colleague. Is he leaving?
See you later.
Oh, he's like one of the street ones too that's got the unmarked vehicles.
Yeah.
They walk around in jeans.
Officer, if you listen to this, we do respect that you came at us nice and normal.
If you're watching this,
Yeah.
could you just comment and tell me how my savory joke would have been received?
Yeah, would
Just
that have been funny?
just for future reference, for the next time we're recording at Fairy Lake and a cop walks up to our car.
Yeah. So the next time we'll make that joke. Do pigs have a sense of humor? No.
That's bad.
Hey.
You could be watching this. You're not a pig.
No.
We have made a pig joke a couple times on this
Lots.
podcast.
Lots.
Quite a few times. No, but like honestly, I have respect for that because he could have given us a hard time. Get out of the vehicle, sir. Could have made you show him the registration.
Oh,
He could have done that.
coulda.
That would have not been nice.
Would have been bad.
Are you embarrassed,
No, I don't care at all.
officer?
You know, I was just
At least he
thinking,
was
though?
one of the street outreach guys who was
Can you
in
hold
jeans.
this? Can you hold this?
Yeah, I don't want this last slice right now, so I'm gonna
I don't either.
put it back.
I just realized I probably shouldn't leave the keys in there.
Oh yeah, true.
This car was dead this morning.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, on the key. Good move.
Okay, relax. Just gonna stretch my legs for a minute.
Yeah, just stretch your legs.
I'm all freaking wrapped up.
Yeah, I
I just want to see what the car looks like from far away.
yeah, do it. Dude, someone probably called. Like a family of like 5. Just like I just hear Ben go, "Oh yeah."
It looks like people are boned.
Dude, it was probably that family.
It looks like people are straight boned.
It's probably that family that pulled up with like 5, 6 kids. They're probably homeschooled and stupid. But sorry.
That's crazy.
Sorry. But they probably saw the
they
fog.
called the cops?
Maybe.
But like they were standing here. My window is not fogged up.
I don't know. But
You can
people are
see me
weird.
holding a mic up to my mouth.
I don't know. Maybe.
They're probably they're homeschooled too. They're probably prejudiced. They said there's a couple men in there. They're getting that. They're doing gay things in there.
Yeah, and recording it. What was
That
it?
was funny.
Oh yeah, this car wouldn't start. The battery was dead. I tried to jump it. Apparently I goofed it. Called CAA. They came in, tested it.
CAA called you an idiot.
Essentially, he pulled out like a little portable battery charger, and I'm like, yeah, okay, buddy, that'll work. I tried jumping it, and that didn't do anything. And the whole time he's talking like, yeah, it's weird. Like if you try jumping, like these batteries are pretty small. They're pretty like they'll jump pretty quick. And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know. And then he's like, yeah, it's got a bit of a try. Try and start up. Maybe it's a fuse thing. Car starts up immediately, and he just doesn't stop. He keeps going. He's like, yeah, I mean these batteries are so small. I mean you could start it up with a couple of D batteries. And I'm just like, yeah, I messed it up. I guess I goofed
You're
it.
stupid. You're an idiot.
That's what he was doing.
You're dumb. My little kid could have started this car back up.
You could start this up by just breathing on it. Friction will do that. Put a couple of potatoes on there, like an old potato science clock. In your old science
Breathe
fair.
that hot air on it. Thermal energy will do enough. No, yeah, I'm
Thrown off by the cop thinking we were engaging in public indecency.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of like what, like I'm sure that cop has done this before. So I'm like, what is it like? Like, what is it like when a cop just walks up? First of all, broad daylight. Grow up.
Yeah.
Wait for it to be dark if you're gonna do something like that.
If you're gonna break the law.
Yeah, don't be in a park. But it's like, what exactly would he do? If someone's like pants were down, like what do you do?
Yeah, we're
there?
buck naked. He's like,
What do you do? You make me get out of the car?
nah.
Naked?
Probably like, you gotta, all right, cover yourself up. Step out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Good Lord. What a world.
I love the phrasing of I was gonna make this joke, but then I thought he has a gun.
That's it, man.
Jeez, man.
That's it. I should have made the joke. Do you think I should have made it?
Well, I like.
Even the thing that I said initially, like we're not doing anything unsavory, I was just nervous.
That was pretty funny.
I was like, what do I do here?
To me, it's just like he's like. I was almost more uncomfortable because I know I'm not breaking the law. So I was more uncomfortable by him asking, like, "Oh, what's it about?" And I'm like, come on, don't make me.
Yeah, I know. And then you looked over to me because you wanted to know how long we've been doing it. And in that moment, my brain, I wanted to like say to you, like, my brain's not working right now. Why are you looking at me for this answer? I'm freaking out. I'm trying to think if I'm breaking the law right now somehow. And is there a statute that I don't know about? You can't record podcasts in a park? No, but, and then you were like, looking at me like, how many years we've been doing it? I don't have to know. Tell the guy. You know, it's 6.
I did know, but I wanted to involve you.
I know.
I wanted to involve
pissed
you.
me off. But then I involved myself by making the unsavory joke.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing?
Nothing
So you guys are just talking? We're not doing anything unsavory. We are doing something savory.
Pizza.
Because as far as flavor profiles go, pizza would fall under the savory umbrella.
All right, fellas, have a good day.
Get on the ground!
You had a gun, so I'm a little worried.
His hand was on it too.
Was it?
No, of course not.
I was gonna say, what the hell? Why?
No, not
I'm
at
so
all. excited.
I've only heard about that in police brutality stories. I've never seen it in action.
Yeah, the clip was up. The little button was up. And what are you boys doing? There we go. The 16 warning shots. Anyway.
And then he's telling his buddies later, I found these guys were having a podcast. Thought they were having sex. So I shot him.
What creature is that?
I was just about to say the same thing.
Is that a seal? It's a bird,
No,
clearly.
I think it's like a massive raven.
It looks like it. It's a big boy. It's a big bird.
That is a massive bird.
Ah!
Yeah, I think it's like a really big raven, and it's kind of like bent down a little
Yeah.
bit. So it looks like a chicken.
He's like leaned up against the hill a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's going to go tell all his precinct buddies. Yeah.
Caught a couple of homos in the back of a car.
He's just, well, you know what is funny? Like, it is a good setup because he could be like, oh, so I was at Ferry Lake, got a call, see a car steamed up,
Yeah.
and they're like, okay, oh, you got one. And he's like, just 2 guys eating pizza?
Yeah, recording a podcast. And then now they're going to be all back at the precinct looking at it. There's these guys right here. Fairly cool.
Look, they're in a bathroom. 2 episodes ago.
Do you think he was testing to see if like that was just an automated response?
Like if we were lying?
Yeah, like to be like, oh, let's give this guy what's it about? What's it called? And
Right,
then
like
see if,
testing a fake ID
see
or
how
something?
how fast you can come up with a fake name for a podcast.
Yeah.
I think the hoodie sold it.
I
I've
think
got
so.
a hoodie that says
Yeah.
fairly cool here.
I mean, we've got it tattooed on us.
Oh yeah.
They're coming back.
They're coming back.
16 of them about to wheel around us. Your podcast sucks!
You think if we asked Officer Jeans if we could record a podcast in like a jail cell, you think he would let us do that?
That'd be awesome. We should start reaching out to local precincts.
Do you think? I wonder if they would let us.
Almost certainly now. Just without a doubt now.
I wonder if I could just, you know.
Well, when I was in high school, we painted a mural. One of the things we did is like an art class. I don't remember why we did it. It was like extracurricular, I think. But we were painting like murals in the the police precinct workout room.
Oh.
But because it was multiple people doing it, like, I don't want to be rude, but a couple of people they missed the mark on that one.
They don't know how to paint
So,
or draw.
it was like a lot of like, it's like,
Judo's a bit he's a little pretentious when it comes to art.
but here's my thing. The wall was all one
He
color.
fancies himself good at art. You are good at art.
Thanks, man. We were just doing like floating figures, So here's a wall. Oh, here's someone running, right?
Right.
But one person decided they painted like a full like window, oh, this guy's on grass. And so it's just a bunch of like, hanging shoes or random like workout stuff, people working out, and then one is just like in the middle of the wall, like a rectangle with like a sky and like a full scene. And it's just like, why?
That does look out of place.
Like,
That
what are we
would-
doing?
Yeah.
You missed it.
Somebody just wanted to like try really hard.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so I mean, I spent a lot of time in that police precinct, I guess, because I would just walk in. They'd be like, went to the front. Oh, I'm here for them. They're like, yeah. Just wave me in.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So all we gotta do is
Buzz me in.
walk in. Oh, they're coming.
Dude, what would you do if you just saw like 3 cop cars just whip up around us.
With like sirens on
Yeah.
and like box us
Yeah.
in. I'm getting out with my hands up, bro.
You're getting out.
Yeah.
I'm not getting out.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not getting out until they tell me to get out. I'm gonna get shot in the head. I just come scrambling out of the car.
I'm instantly opening the door and putting both my hands out. I think you have a better chance getting shot as they like approach the window with their gun up than they do if like before they even have a chance to get out of their car. You're just, here we go. What's going on here?
Up.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of the car.
Let me tell you the savory joke. Pizza.
Every time I have an interaction like that, I spend like quite a bit of time debriefing about how I could have like done better and how I made it funnier. But in the moment, it's so scary.
Well, it's just like to me, I wasn't afraid. It's just like
I wasn't ready.
To me, I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe this is like a bad thing, but I'm honestly just like more like I'm mildly just annoyed. I'm
Right.
like, are we?
I mean, he's doing his job.
I know.
Like as
And I
someone,
get it.
As someone who got out of this car,
Does it look?
it looks like somebody's boning in here. Like it seriously, like you can't see us back through this window.
What?
Like I can't see you
Really?
from where he was parked.
Oh,
Like when
okay.
he pulled up, like if I'm right next to the window, I can see.
Yeah,
him.
of course.
But when I stepped back to where he was, even like halfway
Yeah.
on his walk up, you can't see anything. You can't see the camera. You can't
Right,
see the mics.
right.
The only thing you can see is through here. Every other window is fogged
Right. Yeah,
up.
and he did come up this way.
So to him, it was somebody's doing something weird. in
Yeah.
there. So I don't blame him
Yeah.
for checking.
You think
And I mean, imagine how much that must have thrown him off. Just a couple of guys eating pizza,
Yeah,
recording
pants
a
on.
podcast. Yeah, no sexy things happening.
Do you think he did like a fly check?
Just to see if we just rip.
Yeah,
pulled our
real
pants
quick.
up. Here's the thing. You think we're doing gay stuff in here? We just happen to have a camera set up with some mics plugged in, and like what? We got a porno in Fairy Lake, and we got pizza.
Extra
Oh, it's
cheese.
The pizza
Yeah,
delivery guy.
Sausage. Extra sausage.
Whoa! I can't pay for the pizza,
Yeah,
sir.
he's looking for like a hole cut out for a penis.
That's crazy.
It was
No,
pretty-
but to be fair though, yeah. To be
So do
fair
you-
to Officer Jeans,
Officer Denim.
Officer Denim, to that from his point of view,
Fair.
it was like something's going
Do
on.
you
here.
think,
And
though-
I mean, you could have given him 1,000 guesses, and he wouldn't have guessed what was going
no,
on
of
in
course
here.
not. Of course not. Oh, these two young gentlemen in the steamed up car eating pizza for a podcast that no one listens to. Do you think that is what he was like? He was kind of like doing like a quick question grill of like, what's it about? Or was he genuinely?
I think maybe it. I think the first question was okay. I'm gonna hit these guys quick
Right.
because it felt copy. It felt like you're not interested in this. Like
Right,
you're not
right.
like it didn't feel genuine. It felt like
Yeah.
someone asking a fake ID. Like, what's your birthday?
Yeah.
When you hand them the ID,
Yeah.
like it was just like, what's it about? It was so fast.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way that in your brain you processed these
Right.
guys are recording a podcast.
And you're like, oh, I love podcasts.
Yeah, let me talk to
Oh.
them. It was so fast.
You
that
guys
it
know
was,
Rogan?
It was like an automated cop response. Like, okay, let's test if your
Right.
excuse is just something you pulled out of your butt 5
Which
minutes ago.
is, I think, to our benefit, the fact that we genuinely don't like. We're like, man, like it's. We don't.
I think maybe that might have confused him for a bit because then he followed up with like, what's it called?
Yeah. See,
Well, where can I find it?
when it was
Maybe that's when it turns into interest.
that's when I think
Yeah.
what's it called and like like what can I listen to this?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
just
the
on
fact
the-
that, the fact that he before he came up, he searched the plate.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What's the like? He just wants to be armed with the information.
I guess. And then toss that in at the end.
But that was like, and then again, like why? Like now that you've cleared this up, why ask that?
Yeah, he's still there's like a I think
You're
there's
just
still
gonna
a,
do one more double check.
yeah, a
sure
shred of
these-
like is this real?
How- yeah. Did they know that like? Yeah, that's fair.
Are they in a stolen car like doing drugs or
Well-
something but he can't prove it?
Well, guys,
That was a turn of events.
here's the thing. This is why I love recording in Fairy Lake because we've recorded in Fairy Lake in a car
3 times.
3 times, and 2 of those 3 times, a policeman has approached us.
Yeah. The other time we did it, arguably was way more suspicious.
Yeah.
The second time.
Yeah.
The first time was whatever. The second time we were in.
Yeah, we had mics.
We had mics and we had 2 cameras because we were sitting opposite.
Oh,
one was in the back, one was in the front.
Yeah.
So that
No,
seemed
I
weird.
would argue the time when we had the lav mics was even weirder because we were just sitting in here, loitering.
I guess.
You
I
know what
don't
happens when people loiter?
Do people not just sit and enjoy?
Not in their car when it gets fogged.
Well, it wasn't. I mean, we had the
It
windows
wasn't.
down.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Maybe you thought we were smoking. Was weed legal then?
Yeah. I mean, not if you're driving, I guess. So,
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, thanks for
What are we
listening to
gonna name
Barely.
this? Like,
I don't know, Officer Denim. I don't know, we'll figure something out. He's got a gun? I don't know.
police,
Something savory.
pizza, police, pizza, and podcast. I don't know.
Eating something, or we're.
Explaining our podcast to a police officer.
That's a good one.
That's pretty
That's
fun.
a good clickbaity title.
Okay, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Barely Cool Podcast, Season 4, Episode something.
If you're listening to this, Mr. Officer Denim, please don't take it the hard. Our jokes are just jokes, and we love you.
And we weren't doing anything gay in here.
No.
Yet. Now we're doing something gay.
Yeah, we're
in
gonna
here.
kiss, but that's still okay. That's still okay. You can kiss, I think. Where's the line, do you think, on kissing? Like, at what point are they like, you gotta tone it down?
Tongue.
Really? No.
You think if we started macking in here with tongue and cop walked up, it's a kid's park.
I don't know.
He's not going to be like,
I don't think
okay,
it's-
guys, go do that somewhere else.
It might be that, but I don't know if it's a crime.
No, he's not going to arrest us, but it's
Yeah.
like he's not just going to like be like,
Yeah.
ah, and then walk
Yeah.
away.
What if our
He's
hands?
going to walk up and do one of these.
What if
and-
our hands were back, so we're not touching each other?
Can you imagine? And then we stop halfway through.
Yeah.
See?
We're not touching.
Nothing happening.
No hand stuff.
All right, Officer Denim, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. From the deepest bottom of my heart, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry
I'm
that
so sorry.